North Carolina, you can do better than this. We feel, as your fellow citizens, that we owe you a choice of two futures. We can either stay on the current path that we are on, historians often point to the key characteristics of a great leader, of a statesman, of the kind of leaders that have changed things around. A person must have a bedrock of principles, a moral compass, a vision for their country, and an ability to put that vision into place. The man who best embodies those things, the man who has the experience to be that kind of leader we need in this moment, is the man sitting next to me. His name is Mitt Romney. We know what we believe in. We know the principles that build this country, and we're going to reapply those principles and get this country back on the right track. We look at the life this man has led, a life of raising a wonderful family, a life of being successful in business, starting new businesses, turning around small businesses, knowing with real experience that if you have a small business, you did build that. Someone knows firsthand that all these tax increases coming in our small businesses, all the mandates from Obamacare and Dodd-Frank, someone knowing that the chosen red tape that is struggling, strangling, and suffocating our successful small businesses is what is keeping us from creating jobs. It is what is keeping us from creating prosperity. This is a man who understands these things. This is a man who, when his country needed him to save the U.S. Olympics, it was a moment where the Olympics were in doubt. It was bloated. It was wasteful. It was corrupted. Does that sound familiar, Reverend? His country asked him to move to Salt Lake, to turn it around and save the Olympics. He did it, and we're so proud of that. The contract could not be more clear. We have Governor Massachusetts. He bails the budget without raising taxes. President Obama has given us budgets with no bails ever and a lot of taxes. If President Obama's economic policies of borrowing, taxing, and spending worked, we would be entering a golden age along with Greece. It doesn't work because it's never worked. The engine of opportunity, the nucleus of our society, is the small business, the family, the entrepreneur, not the government. We know what this country was built on. We understand its principles. Our rights, they come from nature and God. This is a man who, when he was governor of Virginia, lowered the unemployment rate. Under Barack Obama, it's gone up. This is a man who, as governor of Massachusetts, increased and improved the credit rating of Massachusetts Under President Obama's watch, for the first time in our history, the U.S. credit rating was downgraded. You could not have than this. So we're going to offer you, our fellow citizens, a choice. Do you want the American idea that opportunity society, the safety net, the land of prosperity, where you can make the most of your life, no matter who you are or where you come from, have your potential, or do we go with the status quo? Do we go with a debt crisis, a welfare state, an ancient decline? We're not going to do that. You know why we're not going to do that? Because North Carolina is going to help make sure we're not going to do that.
You see, as a boy, my dad made ramblers, all right? I only dreamed of cars like that. To have my name on a car like that is just too much. It must have been tough for my girlfriend to be able to go on that first date with me in that red Lambo we had. And come on up here.
It just boosts, it gives us such a fight and a determination to say we're not going to take it anymore, we're taking it away.
I think it's immoral for us to pass on. And in this critical time, one of the few that stood up and fought for principle and said, I have ideas to get America back on track is this person I trust. His career ambition was not to go to Washington. That is not what he wanted to do. But he became this. So he put aside the plans he had for his career and said, I'm going to go and serve. And he's gone there, and he's put the country and policies to get America right again ahead of ambition. This is a person of character. It's a man of leadership. He became a leader and a man of sound character very early in his life. His dad passed away when he was in high school. The family rallied together, his mom and siblings and the community to support him, to support that family. It created a man who loves his country, loves his community, and understands that time is short, and that this nation must be kept strong. So he went to Washington, and he went there and fought for ideas and values and principles, not just for partisanship, but for his view of America. And he was able to work across the aisle, an unusual character there. Instead of throwing brickbats and attacking and demonizing other people, he recognized that honest people can have honest differences. And so he worked with them and convinced them and has created change in Washington at a critical time. And so I have selected this man to be my running mate because I want to change Washington. Good news for you. And that is that this nation is going to come roaring back. There are some who are fearful that if we stay on the track we're on, we're going to end up like Greece. And we're going to have like the Eurobas, the chronic high unemployment, and the low wage growth, and fiscal calamity like the North. That's not the path we'll take us down. I see our president making us more and more like Europe. I don't want to be like Europe. I want to be like America. The president said something. I just couldn't believe he said it. It was so counter to the culture and character of the American spirit that I just couldn't imagine he said. He said, if you have a business, you didn't do that, someone else did. And he said, well, you took it out of context, and then look at the context. All right, it's on YouTube. You can see the whole context is worse than the quote. If you're successful, if you think it's because you're smart, he says, well, a lot of people are smart. And if you think it's because you're working hard, well, a lot of people work hard. I thought, where's he going with this? You see, in this country, what has distinguished us from so many other nations is that we have people who strive to fulfill their dreams, who have big dreams, and who reach for the stars. And as they do so, and as they're successful, it does not make us worse off. It makes us more successful. This is a place that trains people with the skills that they need to work in NASCAR and other parts of the automobile industry. Skills. They get promotions. And as they get promotions, they're able to help themselves and their families. And by the way, lift the economy. People striving. They built their career. They built that promotion. They deserve the credit. If a young person works hard, they make the honor roll. They study and study and prepare for the exams, and take those exams and tests and do well, and make the honor roll. Now, I know that to get to school, they had to go on a bus, and they had to have a bus driver. But if they get the honor roll, I don't give the credit to the bus driver, I give it to the kid. big steppers. We have much to accomplish, much to achieve. We do that in our homes, in our churches, in our community, in our states. We do it as a nation. We do it in our businesses. That's what makes America the leader of the world. When the founders helped craft this country by writing the Declaration of Independence, they chose their words carefully. They said our rights came not from government, but from our Creator. And among them, are life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. That's the phrase, by the way. The pursuit of happiness. That says that in this country, each person is free to pursue happiness as she or he wishes. And that means the circumstance of birth will not prevent you from reaching. It means that whatever your station in life, you can work hard to see if you can achieve something more for yourself and for the people who come behind you. And your success lives in your entire nation. That's what makes America go. Individuals pursuing their dreams. It is not government that makes us great. It is the people. We've got a plan. 5 things we're going to do to get this economy come roaring back. Get unemployment in North Carolina down to 9.4%. And start creating jobs here. It's a plan which will create in 4 years 12 million new jobs. And that's 5 parts. Number 1, we're going to take advantage of our energy resources. Skills they need to succeed. Schools like this help train people with the skills they need to succeed. And our schools themselves, I'll tell you, our schools have to be the best in the world. I'm going to find it for time. We know how to do that. I won't go through all the policy, but let me tell you this. It starts with a very clear recognition that we put our kids and their parents and the teachers first, and the teachers' union, they go behind. Number three, we have to have trade that works for America. It's good to trade with other nations. That helps to protect nations like us and helps boost wages and jobs. But we can't trade with people if they cheat without consequence. We have to make sure that cheaters like China are held accountable. We want to open up new markets for Latin America and around the world. And number 4, we're not going to restore this economy and have people take their life savings to start a business or invest in America if they think that the dollar is going to become worthless or we're going to become like Greece. And therefore, we're going to have to do something washed and spoken about for years but not done. And that is, we're going to have to cut the deficit and finally get us to balance. One more. Energy, skills, trade, balanced budget. One more. And that's this. We have to champion small business in this country. We got to make sure that we keep our taxes competitive. We keep our regulators encouraging business, not pushing it. And we have to take out that big cloud. There's a big cloud that's hanging over small business.
Amen. Yep.
Small business people are very concerned about what's going to happen come January. They're very concerned about something known as Obamacare, and that's why we're going to repeal it and replace it. This election is going to be a choice of 2 very different paths. A president who we currently have who thinks that a larger and larger government, more and more intrusive in our businesses, more and more intrusive in our lives, is the best way to go. Look, there are a lot of liberals that have thought that in the past. They think that somehow that bureaucrats and smart people in Washington can do a better job guiding our lives and guiding is not to change America. It is not to transform America. It's not to make America more like Europe. It is instead to restore the principles of America that made us the whole